Fellow bears, beautiful people, and knife enthusiasts all alike. Alan with Primitive Bear Knives here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the TRC k1s. What the rooster said. This is not going to be a fresh out of the box review of this knife. Sure, this is going to be a demo with my opinions, but it's not going to be a review. I will go ahead and tell you that I do like this knife, or else you wouldn't be seeing this, to be honest. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels in hand when you're using it. I even like the fact that the spine is rounded, but has a nice spot with jimping where it grabs your thumb quite well, but it doesn't hurt your thumb. Now, there's some people out there that can do jimping and it just absolutely tears your thumb up. I'm guilty of that myself on my own knives. However, I might have to follow suit like these guys here. That's neither here nor there, though. This is about the TRC Knives K1s. And we're going to go ahead and do our normal bushcraft type activities. Batoning, feathers, ferro rods. Oh wait, this has a rounded spine. It's not going to strike a ferro rod. So, just to please you pyros, I have a lighter. The 8.4 inches overall length and the almost 4-inch blade, it's like 3.9 inches overall on the blade. It makes for a very comfortable EDC knife, whether you have it on your hip, on your pocket, as a cross draw, doesn't matter. It's a very comfortable EDC knife, and it's a very capable EDC knife, which we're going to go ahead and take a look at right now. So I'm going to point the camera down, I'm going to stop talking and yapping about it, and I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys what you want. A little bit of the knife action that we all do enjoy watching. The high saber grind on that really helps as a wedge. So it really helps you split apart that wood. All right, let me get some feathers here for you. This guy has a really thin edge, and I couldn't tell you what it is at the edge in thickness, but it's thin. So it allows you to do some really nice, fine feathers. Now I'm going to pause this for a minute and bring you guys back once I have this a little bit fuller. All right, I'm getting close enough to where I want to be with all this. We got a decent little bundle here for now. I will go ahead and say before we move on to the next process, regardless of how you hold this knife, whether you hold it with your thumb on top or the fist hammer grip, it's comfortable to use. All right, let's go ahead and pop this off of here. And where's my fat wood at? I'm gonna split this piece of fat wood in half, because I want a sharp edge of the fat wood for this next process. So the spine of this knife can scrape some fat wood, as you can see. I'm getting some fine pieces of fine shavings of the fat wood. And that's going to make it much easier for me to use the ferro rod. We'll go ahead and grab a few pieces of, there we go. And get in my pocket, my handy dandy pocket. And like I was saying, when you go to scrape the ferro rod, you're getting nothing because that spine is rounded. But if you're able to tilt it a little bit, you'll get a little bit of sparks. And you'll get enough to at least start some fat wood. Like so. Now, if I was trying to do that on anything else other than fat wood, I probably would not have made it very far. Because it just does not rain down sparks like you think it should. So I had you guys a little crooked the whole time. Why didn't y'all tell me? I should have said, hey, he is crooked. So yeah, I mean it's a good EDC blade. It does your camp chores well. The only thing you're not going to get it to do very well is strike a ferro rod. And if you really want this particular knife to strike a ferro rod really well, all you got to do is go in and square out that spine yourself. It's not a hard task to do. If you have to use regular sandpaper, it's still not hard to do. It just might take a little longer. But you can still, it's still doable. And real quick, we'll just go ahead and use this piece of wood right here. Get out of here. To make a little notch. Nice little notch. Carving works out perfectly fine just like that as well. And believe it or not, if you turn it around and you want to go out like this, it's still comfortable to use despite this pommel here, this bottom part, digging into your palm. Alright, well, with that being said, do I recommend TRC knives K1s? Yes, I absolutely do recommend it. It's a very good knife. It really is. It'll get the job done. Oh, sorry guys. It'll get the job done. And it's pretty doggone comfortable to EDC carry. And the Kydex, man, their Kydex is spot on. I mean, seriously. When you put that in your pocket, it is nice and thin. When you hang it off your hip, it is nice and thin. Whoops. And the sapsucker ain't going nowhere. It is in there, regardless. And even if you want it tighter on the retention, you can just tighten that down and make the retention even tighter. So, yeah, the K1s by TRC Knives I do recommend. Go out and get you one today. Alright, this is Alan with Primitive Bear Knives.